So this is going to be cozy. You guys can come down and join us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drupal. My name is Antonio Garcia. I am the president of the Spanish Drupal Association. Here is Ricardo, the president of the Portuguese Drupal Association. And we are going to talk a bit about the Drupal and the community. Drupal is more than a simple open source or a simple software. Drupal have a great community that participate every day and all time in contributing to improve and extend the functionalities of the software. This contribution helps to Drupal growing and afford some benefits to the people and the Drupal users that participate in this contribution. But sometimes we think that the only way that we have to help or to contribute with the community is coding or programming some software. But the contribution is more than this. The people can help to contribute doing translations or reviewing code or apporting new ideas or detecting new files to collaborate with this growing. Other ways of contribute with the community is organizing Drupal events like Drupal Iberia or the Drupal camps, the local Drupal meetups in every city, or the Drupal days. There is some people that contribute with the community growing. In this case, we have Paul that started to develop in Drupal long time ago. Drupal, she started in Drupal 4. She wrote a book talking about the multilingual Drupal sites apply or generate more than 1,000 of fixes or patches for issues, I mean, or contribute with some extended modules. Like, sorry, I have the module, the featured content, the SEO client, the view example, for example. John Bach Johnson contribute with the site building community implementations. Yeah, he collaborates on development of the site build, focuses on the creation of content models for structured content. Why contribute?
I can do this.
Yeah. There is a lot of reasons to contribute with the Drupal community. We can see some of the items that we featured. For example, the skill development. When we apply some patch or we create some resolve some issues or propose a solution for an issue or for a new module, we can improve other skills, because we receive the feedback from the community, and sometimes we can find a different ways of implement the same solution, but improving our skills and applying a lot of times the best practice. Other reason could be the professional networking, because we can know different users, different people, and of course we can win more visibility in the community. It's linked with the career advance, because we improve ourselves and our code.
So the other thing we can do while trying to contribute, trying to search for mentorship opportunity. There is an example right now in DrupalCon North America, for instance. I know there are much more than 30, 40 people just helping, mentoring others, newcomers to Drupal. So that's also a why, right? You can go for personal fulfillment, like your duty in life, you would like to contribute. It's a thing that you are passionate about, you feel satisfaction about it. The other thing is you would like to influence the future of Drupal, right? Like in Wikipedia, right? You can go and try to rewrite the page and see if you get lucky that your next thing gets there, right? And also community and belonging. I mean, one of the key factors when you're working on some project is when you feel you belong to something which is much bigger than you. It makes you feel good as a human being. And also recognition and visibility, right? Some of us, some are shy, timid, right? Some others, wouldn't be in their position, like everyone knowing what they do. And Drupal is a reason that made them grow in terms of those aspects of a human being. Give back and pay. Give back means, you receive something from Drupal and you actually give back, right? You are a volunteer like Sue and Wendy, or you just submit some code. That's always interesting. And access to learning resources. If you are inside of Drupal, inside of the Drupal community, it's much easier to get access to those resources. And this leads us to how do you actually contribute, right? You can contribute in several ways. Like Antonio was saying, code contributions, which is not everything. It's probably one of the key things in Drupal because there is a lot of code that needs to maintain, so code contributions. And there is documentation, right? Newcomers and even people that are trying to use Drupal, if they don't have access to good documentation, they'll get stuck. Community support, it's always good. You go to a chat, you are able to help someone that is blocked, right? Or you go to organize an event or help organizing an event like this one. And then you can participate in tests. Test quality, imagine you are a person that's passionate about continuous integration or DevOps or something like that. Tests and quality assurance are something that Drupal has a space for. And then design and visibility, design and usability is also a thing. And then marketing and advocating for Drupal. Actually, these slides that you're seeing here, these are based on a project that's called Promote Drupal that I was very involved with, and we got a lot of ideas from several people that are in the marketing space. So we contributed with that, and then there are obviously financial contributions, donations that you can give in sponsorship. You can also participate in the security team, which is a team that exists for a long time. Drupal is known for its best practices in terms of security and compliance, so it's a very important factor. And then finally, project management and coordination. There's a lot of coordination. There is a lot of project management going around that needs to be done. And yeah, Drupal connections like the Portuguese and the Spanish, we both host annual events like Drupal camps and Drupal days. So the major Drupal event is actually DrupalCon, and that's organized by the Drupal Association, the major association. So you also can join us on various Drupal channels on platforms like Telegram and Slack. I think there is a Telegram chat. Who hasn't seen it yet for this specific event, you can join that for knowing what the other people are. And then getting support is easy. You have support channels, documentation in Drupal, forums in Drupal. You have the online chat, as I already said. You have the local meetups. You can report bugs in the issue keys in Drupal.org. I've seen people issuing things in GitLab. It's not the proper place to file the issues. Should go to Drupal.org. And you have best practices for seeking for help. So be prepared. Clearly say, this is my problem, what I'm, and be patient, polite, and, contribute back with what you learn. So finally, effective participation needs at least these 5 points that we have here. You need to engage respectfully. Don't do like I do sometimes, like I go like very passionate. Yeah, some people may not like that, right? So we need to be respectful, and try to understand who is in the other side, what type of culture, what type of inclusivity can we provide. We need to also contribute constructively, like if you are in an argument with someone, you try to, get to an agreement, and even from there, maybe you get to a better solution that you were thinking before, right? And you need to collaborate, right? That's the basics of open source. Follow the best practice of open source and Drupal, and then stay informed, involved. I think that's a must, right? Like this one, right? This information is important. So Drupal 11 alpha release just got out in the end of April, right? This actually has a good note. Like if Gabor didn't tell me, okay, we just released this, I was not even paying attention. So that's why this slide is here, and it's very important because the new Drupal 11 is coming out on July 29th. The 11.00 version. And yeah, have you upgraded your Drupal 7 site?
The end of life is really close.
So I need to upgrade mine. I have at least 2 in Drupal 7 still, but I'm lazy,
It's fine, don't be ready.
Yep. So yeah, so end of life, January 5, 2025. Please upgrade those Drupal 7 sites. It's the way that we ensure that Drupal is remaining actual and far away from security issues. So please do that. And yeah, finalizing. If you haven't done so, please join us today. You have Drupal PT, Drupal.as. By the way, that redirects to the old. I checked that.
It's already next to the Spanish Drupal Association.
Yeah, and then you have Drupal.org where you can create your actual username. Yeah.
we suppose that everybody has a Drupal or user
Yeah.
in the room.
Yeah, we had people like that. Cool. So, thank you. I hope you enjoy. This is a very cozy session. Just making the schedule, right? So no questions, no? Notice the way I asked this, no questions.
Everybody knows how to contribute with Drupal.
No questions. Is it? Oh, okay. So it gets recorded, right? And my silly jokes also get recorded. It's on the bottom. On the bottom. Yeah. Press it for 3 seconds, maybe. No? Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you.
I know that one way to contribute back to the community is by translating Drupal itself. So in the case of the Portuguese community and the Spanish community, are there coordinated efforts to translate into those languages?
If we translate together Spanish and Portuguese, I think that's an easy one. Right? You wanna ask? Okay. So yeah, we have a lot of history together. That's a fact. But the Spanish and the Portuguese, they have too many things in terms of language. They are different. I think one thing that could be similar is like Portuguese Brazilian, right? But even that, there is a dedicated team for Portuguese Brazilian, right? I don't know if Spanish has different flavors. Is it? Like Spanish, Mexican.
Okay. Yeah, here is a different Spanish version for English. I think so. For example, for Mexico.
Yeah. Basically, that's the summary. It's very different languages.
Any other question?
Any other question?
I don't have a question, but just comment. Thank you very much for your presentation because, for example, in my case, I'm starting my way or my path in Drupal, and talking about collaborating and be a volunteer in the community is also a good way to improve in what we are doing. So, well, in my case, I trying to volunteer, stay here as a volunteer, and also give me the opportunity to be a presenter or a speaker. So it's very important to be part. And like you said, for example, when I have a task that for me is a challenge at the beginning, then when I succeed, um, I, I think very well because I know that I'm learning. So thank you very much.
Yeah, sure.
Thank
You
you.
want to comment?
Any other question or comment?
Oh,
I would like to say something to Andy. First of all, I mean, thank you. I think it's the second or the third time I see you coming to our events, and I really appreciate the way you get involved with that, and you try to go and do volunteering and so on. And I think that's the right way to do, right? Doesn't mean that people that are only interested in the technical stuff, they are wrong. Doesn't mean that. It means like it's your space, right? It's like we have this huge circle of, of contributions, and you are in this space here, right? It doesn't mean you are the only one right or wrong, right? You're contributing to that, right? But that's your field of expertise, right? And that's how Drupal grows, right? If everyone is coding, then nobody's writing documentation. If everyone is, just watching the sessions, no one is doing the sessions, and no one is volunteering, right? So those are very important aspects. Thank you for raising that up.
And I will add that sometimes only one idea can be a contribution very important, because sometimes you have no time to code the solution, or you don't know how to code the solution. But your idea, you can create a new task or open a new issue with this idea, and maybe someone can handle this and implement it. And it is a contribution for the community too. So it is really important too.
Anything else? Any other question?
Cool, yeah.
No? Thank you so much.
Thank you.